Francis has urged us to abolish the death penalty since it is an attack on the dignity of the person, and the dignity of the person is not lost even if he or she has committed the worst of crimes. No one can take his or her life and deprive them of the opportunity to again embrace the community he or she hurt and made suffer. New York State does not have the death penalty. Although the number put to death in the U.S. is decreasing, over 30 states do have life without the possibility of parole. Some sentence to a life behind the walls call this death by another name. And for still others, there is the parole board, who bend to political pressure and do not look at the logistics surrounding release. Thrive for Life sees many people in our criminal justice system nailed to the cross of their past transgressions every 2 years by our state parole board, despite having served their time, examined their life, asked for forgiveness, and learned from past hurts. As we stand at the cross of Jesus, we see the pain and agony on all affected so deeply by incarceration. The broken families who spend years without their father or mother. As the nails are pounded into the crucified Jesus, let us promise not to stand by idly, but let us pray for and advocate for all these men and women who are locked up for innumerable years, isolated and forgotten behind prison walls.
Before she sleeps in the sand. Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Our response prayer is, God of compassion, hear our prayers.
God of compassion, hear our prayers.
That our ears will not be deaf to the voices of the 2.5 million women and men who have lived behind the walls of our jails and prisons nationwide. Let us pray.
God of compassion, hear our prayers.
For meaningful sentencing, reform legislation that reduces mandatory minimum sentences, let us pray.
God of compassion, hear our prayers.
That all states abolish the death penalty and reform parole regulations, and that legislators and parole board members' ears, hearts, and minds be open to the pleas of those serving life sentences. Let us pray. That all of us open our hearts and rid of our minds of discrimination, so that the formerly incarcerated may find meaningful employment and be allowed to have lives with restored dignity. Let us pray.
God of compassion, hear our prayers.